Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. Here is another video in beautiful and challenge problem in engineering economy, particularly on the topic annuity. So there are four problems in this video. The fourth problem is will be presented as we reach that slide. So here is the first problem. 40A, find the present value and the amount of the annuity at the specified interest rate. So there are three parts here. A, 30,000 pesos at the end of each 6 months for 17 years. At the meaning of this is 5.5% compounded semi-annually. So it matches with the mode of payment, which is every 6 months or semi-annual payments. So the present value formula is A over I, quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus I to the negative n, where n, because m is 2, 2 times 17, 34. So present worth A over I, quantity 1 minus 1 plus I to the negative n. And the future worth is A over I, quantity 1 plus I to the n minus 1. So solving for, that's the future worth, and substituting, A is 30,000 over I 0.055 over 2, quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus 0.055 over 2 to the negative 34. So that's why it is equal to 657,192. So like in the preceding video, you can solve this present worth in uh, two methods. So the other way is using the summation notation. If you want, from your key, from the summation key of your calculator. So for future worth, you can present three solutions. One is using this formula. The second one is the summation, using the summation key of your calculator. And the third one is multiply this present worth by 1 plus I to the n, where n is 34 also. So I'll use this formula here. It's up to you to present the other two ways. So 30,000 over 0.0275, 0.055 over 2 is 0.0275, quantity 1.0275 to the 34 minus 1. So it is equal to 1,653,007 pesos. Then for part C, A is 12,000 monthly. So every month you must uh, this is the monthly payment or monthly installment. Then for 11 years and 5 months, but the interest is 3.51022% compounded quarterly. So mode of payment is monthly. The interest is calculated compounded quarterly, so they do not match. Therefore, we use the idea of equivalent rates. We'll find the equivalent rate, the nominal rate of 3.51022% compounded quarterly. Let's convert that to compounded monthly. So by the formula, this is part A, part B, sorry, we are still in part B. So $200 quarterly, so every 3 months, for 19.5 years at 4.5% compounded quarterly. So it matches. So I is 0.045 divided by 4 and N is 4 times 19.5 years, and that is 78 years. So substitute right away because the formulas are set up here. So 200,000 over I 0.045 over 4, quantity 1 minus 1 plus 0.045 over 4 raised to negative 78, where 78 N is 4 times 19.5. So computing, it is 10,349 pesos. Then I want you to solve this in another way using the summation key of your calculator. So that if in case you forget this, then there is another solution. And the key is in the key of your calculator, summation key. Then the future worth, use this formula also. You can solve this into 3 ways if you want. So 8 over I, quantity 1 plus I raised to n 78 minus 1. And that is equal to $24,767 dollars. Then for part C, as stated earlier, we have to convert 3.51022% compounded quarterly to compounded monthly. So the idea is effective rate should be the same. So 1 plus NR over 12 raised to 12, supposedly minus 1, I just cancel minus 1 because the other formula will have minus 1 also. So 1 plus NR over 12 raised to 12 equals 1 plus 0.0351022 over 4 quantity raised to 4. So 1 plus NR over 12 raised to 12 equals quantity 1 plus 0.0351022 over 4 raised to 4. So solving for I, which is NR over 12, or solving for NR, it is equal to 0.035. Then I is 0.035 over 12. So it is 2.916667 times 10 to the negative 3. The equivalent I when compounded monthly. But I'll just use this value, which is the same as that. So present worth is A over I. So A is 12,000, I is 0.035 over 12. Then M, N is uh, 12 times quantity 11, 12 times 11, then plus 5 months. So 12 times 11 is 132 plus 5 months, 137. So A, 12,000 pesos over I, 0.035 over 12, quantity 1 minus 1 plus I, 0.035 over 12 raised to negative 137. 137 is again 12 times 11 plus 5. 12 times 11, 132 plus 5, 137. So P is 1,353,643. I leave to you the alternate solution using the summation key of your calculator. Then F is, I use also formula, 12,000 over 0.035 over 12, quantity 1 plus 0.035 over 12, 1 plus I to the n, 137 minus 1. And the other two solution using the summation key, and this P here, you multiply that by 1 plus I to the 137, you'll get the same answer of 2,017,383 pesos. So that's it for this part. So for problem 40, that's B. This is the fourth problem, which did not appear in the first part of the slide. So it is now at this portion here. So 40B, at the end of each year for 8 years, a corporation will deposit 12,500, this is A, in a depreciation fund to provide for replacement of a machinery at the end of 8 years. If the fund accumulates at 8% effective, so meaning to say this is the effective rate, that's also the nominal rate of interest compounded annually. So 0.08i is automatic 0.08. So how much is in it? Letter A, just after the last deposit. So that's the future worth. Then just after the fifth deposit, the future worth at the end of the fifth year. So future worth formula, A over I, quantity 1 plus I to the n minus 1, where n is also the year here. So that's the formula. N is just 8 for F. Then I is 0.08. Then N is 8. I is 0.08. Substitute $12,500 over 0.08. Quantity 1.08 to the 8 minus 1. So it is equal to 132,958 pesos. You can also use the summation key of your calculator if you want. Then for part B, just after the fifth deposit, I'll call it F sub 5. So same formula, A over I, but we have here 1 plus I to the M. M is 5, then minus 1. So 12,500 over I, 0.08, quantity 1.08 to the 5 minus 1. And it is equal to 73,033 333 pesos. So again, you can use the summation key of your calculator. Then next, 40C, a man will deposit with a trust company a sum just sufficient to provide his family with an annuity of $750 per month for 15 years. So how much does he deposit if the fund accumulates at 4.5% compounded monthly? So the mode of payment is per month, and the interest, calculated interest, is also monthly, 4.5% compounded monthly. So I is 0.045 over 12, and 12 times 15 years, that's 180. N is 180. Formula for present value, A over I, quantity 1 plus I raised to negative n. So substituting, P is A, $750 divided by I, 0.045 over 12. Quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus 0.045 over 12 raised to negative 180. Negative 180 is 12 times, 180 is 12 times 15. So solving for P, P is equal to $98,040. Then 40D, a bond with face value of $10,000 will pay interest at 5% on the face value at the end of each 6 months for the next 15 years. At the end of that time, the face value will be paid to the owner of the bond. So find the price which an investor should be willing to pay for the bond today if he wishes the equivalent of 6% compounded semi-annually on all of his investments. So a bond is like, there is that price, present value, then at the end of each period you have to pay interest. We call that dividends. It may be annually usually, but in this case every end of 6 months, so semi-annual. Then at the end of the period, which is 15 years, there is that what we call face value of the bond. If the face value of the bond is equal to this value here, 10,000, so if the face value is equal to the same value, 10,000, so we call that bond is redeemed at par value, so it's the same. But if it is not the same, then it will be specified as the face value. So the interest, this is on yearly basis, 0.05 of 10,000. The dividend, by the way, or interest, so yearly basis, 0.05 of 10,000. Since the calculations is every 6 months, so we have to divide this by 2. So 0.05 times 10,000 divided by 2. So annual dividends or interest, 0.05 of 10,000 divided by 2. So that's 250,000 per 6 months or per semi-annual year. Or semi-annual, sorry. Then I is 0.06 divided by 2. So it's 0.03. And N is 2 times 15. So there will be 30 payments all in all. So substituting into the formula, P equals A over I, quantity 1 minus quantity 1 plus I to the N raised to N. And take note that we have here every 6 months interest or dividends. Then at the end of the period, 15 years, which corresponds to the 30th period, the owner of the bond will also receive this same amount of 10,000. So since it occurs single amount at the end of the 30th period after 15 years, then we have to project that to present, and the projection is we simply divide this by 1 plus I, 1.03 to the 30. So I hope you can imagine the situation. Every 6 months, there is this annual dividends of $250. Then aside from that, the investor will also pay the face value of 10,000, which occurs at the end of 15 years, and it is at the 30th period. So therefore, present worth is present worth of this semi-annual dividends plus present worth of $10,000, which is simply $10,000 divided by 1 plus I, 1.03 to the 30. So this is the present worth of annual dividends, and this is the present worth of the face value of the bond, which is $10,000 also, divided by 1 plus I to the N. N in this case is 30. So substituting 250 over 0.03, 0.03 is 0.06 over 2. Quantity 1 minus 1.03 to the negative 30 plus 10,000 over 1.03 to the 30. So computing P is equal to $9,020. So that's it for this video.